Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Mental Side with myself, Coach Rob Hamley, brought to you by Slugger Sports Academy. Today is episode 33, Thursday Thoughts Edition. Before we get to that, thank you for being here. If you would please give this video and this channel a like, share the link out to somebody in your life who you think would benefit from hearing these talks. You're obviously here because you're learning on the mental side of the game and in life. You're looking to maybe increase your knowledge in these areas to become a better leader or just a better version of yourself. So thank you once again for being here wherever you're at, whenever you're listening. It's just exciting to know that there are people out there who are benefiting from this. And recently, I decided to change the title to these talks to the mental side. As I progressed with it, I found that it was becoming less and less about meditation and more just on positive thinking and the mental aspect of life and the game of baseball. And that's not to say we won't circle back at times and do some meditations, because I still really believe in that. And there's a lot of science going into meditation and showing that meditation is something that has extreme benefit to our human psyche, and being positive and being more mindful and being present-minded. So with that, let's begin today's Thursday thought. And today's Thursday thought is on fear. One of those things we maybe try to avoid or run away from. However, fear is one of those things that it can only control us if we choose to control it. In fact, I remember reading a couple of times how I believe the only two fears that we are inherently born with are the fear of heights and the fear of loud noises. And for the most part, all the other fears that we have are construed in our own minds or amplified because of our minds. And let's go back to the first two, the inherent ones, where fear of height, think about our primal ancestors. If you're in a high spot and you fall, chances are you could break your neck or break a bone, and therefore you are no good to the tribe. And you're going to hold them back, because in that time period, most were nomadic, moving around. So if you were injured or wounded, you might be getting left behind. Loud noises. You hear a roar or a loud growl in the bush, probably something that could eat you. Very real fear. And in today's world, we make a lot of fear on our own. The fear of public speaking is the most common form of fear, and one that most fear over death. Pretty amazing that more people fear speaking in front of others over our mortal fate. And a lot of that stems from just fear of what others think. And if you remember, we talked about yesterday on calibration how the 7 most deadly words in the English language are, "We've always done it this way," and the 4 most deadly words are, "What will others think?" Is that right? What will others think? Yeah, 4 words. Sorry, I'm a social studies teacher, not a math teacher. And so fear, a lot of it derives from what others will think, or projecting into the future what we can't control. So with these fears, these are very real fears. So like for me, I really don't like disappointing others, and that's a fear where I have a hard time making a decision at times, because I don't want to disappoint someone. I want to appease everyone. I want to make everyone happy. And that what has happened in the past is you try to put yourself in too many different places and you make nobody happy. So for me, with that fear, I just have learned about myself in my 32 years on this earth that I have to lean into that fear, embrace that fear, and understand this is how my psyche works. And what I mean by leaning into it, I mean going headfirst into that fear. I understand that I don't like disappointing others. However, in trying not to disappoint everyone, I do end up disappointing many because I wasn't just direct. So I lean into it and make a direct, poignant decision. And fear of failure. I don't like failure, even though I know it is something that's going to help me grow and become the best version of myself I can be. You can't learn without failure. So if you're trying to avoid failure, you're just going to play this game of life or baseball too tentatively. You're playing not to lose instead of playing to win. So lean into it. Understand failure is a part of life. I'm saying this to you because this is what I have to tell myself. Failure is just a part of life. You know, if we didn't lean into that, then we wouldn't ever go out, stick ourselves out there, go into an interview that we maybe felt we weren't qualified enough for, or take a chance on an opportunity because we project outwardly and think, I'm not qualified enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not smart enough. You can make any excuses in your mind to validate that feeling, where deep down we really know what we have to do. So lean into that fear, because really what we fear is the unknown. Okay, the fear of the unknown, and you know, sometimes we're right, but more times than not, I think we make the future look um, worse than it really is. And I think we can all attest to times in our life where we're dreading something in the future, and then we get to that point and it's not that bad. So remember that. Remember when you get to these points that this is part of life. This is how we grow. This is how we calibrate ourselves, how we pivot in the direction that we're supposed to go in. It's just a part of life. It's never going to change. You know, we are either going into the storm, in the storm, or coming out of the storm. Okay, so if you sit and think about that for a second, where there's always something on the horizon. You know, every level in life brings a new devil, brings a new challenge, and those challenges are what make us who we are, make us grow, and ultimately, when we embrace that, we become the best version of ourselves. You know, we can sit and just hope and never ruffle any feathers, walk on eggshells, but that's not really living. That's just being here. We want to live, and to live is to feel fear, to feel stress, to feel anxiety, and from those things we can have happiness because we know where we came from. Okay, feeling those human emotions, the human element. By feeling those, we can truly enjoy the greatness around us. You know, we can't enjoy beautiful sunny days without a little rain. So that's your Thursday thought. Once again, thank you for being here. Please, if you would, give the channel video a like, share out, tag me or Sluggers in it, and let's keep spreading the good word, spreading the message now more than ever, and let's come out of this stronger than we came in. I truly believe that. This is a time for growth. This is a time for being introspective and really looking within ourselves to see who we truly are, because we can't do anything about this out here, and we can't change anything around us until we truly change who we are. All right? Remember, always keep slugging.